You guys were just being wonderful yesterday, interacting, and a lot of answers coming in. And the quiz also was pretty good. So I would expect the same kind of interaction today as well. Today it's going to be mostly programming, and I'm assuming that uh, you guys are having a system by your side, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. I do have a handful of slides though to begin with. So this is introduction to HTML5. We wouldn't be doing anything other than this for today. In fact, HTML5 itself is so extensive that it'll be difficult to finish it. All these, you must be aware, the most of the programming languages, they're like an ocean. It's like there's no limit. So before we begin, we would please let me know if I'm too fast or if I'm too slow, or else I will just keep assuming that I am just going at the right pace. Okay? Just feel free, don't hesitate about anything. Okay. So before we begin, you can just see the bullet points there. The focus would be on HTML only for this particular session. And we would have a couple of examples. We would be coding today, so please make sure. Has everybody installed, I'm sorry about the, yeah. And if the audio is not too good, please let me know as well, or else it would make it's no good. Okay. Is the audio good as of now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. All right.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
so much.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Okay. Now, so we have examples to get started. So before we start, these are a couple of things that you would need. That most of you install any particular editor that were the kind of instructions that I had provided. Anybody installed?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody who has not installed? Anybody? Or everybody has installed? I mean, just in case, I mean, if you haven't, maybe if you've got the information a little late or anything, no need to sweat. You can still do your coding in Notepad. Notepad will be there on your machine for sure. So stick to Notepad, no problem. For now, it's just that the HTML editors which are available, they have some kind of an IntelliSense. You'll see kind of why HTML editors are, I mean, are a good to have. Okay, so these are the HTML, some of them which I have mentioned here: Notepad or Notepad++, Atom, Sublime Text, Brackets. Brackets is the one which I have installed, so I would be using Brackets. So feel free to work with whatever you have installed, and if anybody has installed Brackets, you can as well see whatever I am doing. And web browser, yes, web browser, these are the web browsers. There's nothing much to. So next, quickly, what's HTML? HTML is a markup language, a hypertext markup language. You can create websites. So websites obviously have text, graphics, sound, and video. So I'll be. I'm assuming all the this is most of these things are a no-brainers. So I'll run through the slides. So it does not need a server, a web server. So which are the web servers that Madam mentioned the other day? Do you guys remember?
Apache.
Apache server.
Very nice.
Apache.
And
Yes.
Microsoft server.
Yes.
IIS, very nice,
IIS.
very good, very good. IIS, right? Apache IIS. These are the most popular servers or web servers that we need. So, I mean, which are in use, but we don't need it because since we are doing client-side programming, we're doing client-side programming. I mean, typically these web servers are needed when you do server-side programming, like when you use PHP or JSP or ASP.NET, all those kind of programming languages. So typically, why would you need a server-side programming language? And what can be done, what cannot be done in a client-side programming language? Would anybody guess? What is it that cannot be done on a client side? On a client side programming language like HTML? What cannot be done?
We cannot access data from a database.
Great,
Build
very nice.
applications.
Right. You can't write applications. Very good. I mean, you can't write access database. Correct. Right. Though you can do a little bit of coding in the form of JavaScript, where you can have some kind of a logic, you still cannot access the database, right? And the last point we have here is we have in most of the HTML editors, we have an index.html, which is typically the home page of a website. So that means to say, it's typically in the root folder. Here you can see, I have my mouse pointer here. It's in the root folder in the sense that, let's imagine I load, or I mention it http www.xyz.com. What's going to happen is the index.html, by default, the index.html is going to get loaded, or that is the first page that is going to get. You don't have to explicitly mention www.xyz.com / like a / index.html. So that is what they mean by the homepage of a particular website. Is this understood till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So okay. So what's HTML? HTML is a markup language. What do you mean by markup language? Why would they say markup? They say markup because because HTML is a computer language. It's not actually a programming language like C, which you have learned last year, where you have data types, where you have loops, and where you have so many other things. You have APIs and you have header files, everything, right? You don't have, so it's not exactly a programming language. It's a computer language though. So the elements are defined by tags. So by saying elements are defined by tags, let's see what exactly you mean by an HTML element. Take a look at this. An HTML element defined by a start tag. So that's the start tag. That's the tag name, which is start tag. So that's the content here. The content goes here, and that's the end tag. For example, that's heading 1, my first heading, that's the content of the tag, and that's the end of the heading. P, my first paragraph, and that's the end of the paragraph. That's the end of the paragraph tag. Okay. So typically, and why are these tags used? Why is HTML being used? It is meant for formatting, correct? We can't really do any kind of coding out here other than get the layout and do the styling. In fact, you will see that that is why we use client-side programming, in the sense that stylings are usually done by sorry, or I don't have any corona, don't worry. So you will see a little more of CSS later. Okay, so a tag is a keyword enclosed by angle brackets. So that is that's like that. Okay, what would you I mean, would you have guessed what I means?
Index.
Is it italic?
Italics, very nice, very good. Yes, yes, italics, that's good. So there are opening and closing tags for many, but not all tags. Okay, the affected text is between the two tags, correct? So whatever the content of the tag is, whatever the content that, and whatever lies in between the opening and closing of the tag, structure, it applies, the style applies to that. So when we mean by the heading 1 and heading 1, this would be heading 1. We'll take a look at that. So see, italics, it also says that only, I mean, some of them don't have a closing tag. Can you, can anybody think of any who have come across any
image and
Break.
image and input.
Break tag.
very nice, very nice. Image and break. Correct. Right. So next we come to this particular slide wherein we have a structure of a web page. So take a look at this particular structure, and you can see it begins with an HTML and closes with the HTML. Within that, you have head and you have a body. And so this is the common structure of HTML document. Okay, so you will see that all the in fact, of course, I mean, sometimes you can do without a couple of things. You don't need a head all the time, but it's always good to have this kind of a common structure. So I think we have come to a point where we can probably start off with a little bit of coding. Is that fine with everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So take your laptop or desktops, whatever you guys are working with, and open your editors, whatever the editors you are working with, Notepad or Notepad++ or anything, whichever you're working with. Open a particular file. Are you guys familiar with that? Or so now let's see. Just like this, I have brackets. I have just open brackets. Okay. I have open brackets. I have made a file called index.html. All right. So here you can see. I'll do it right from the scratch. Okay. Okay. Let me knock this guy out. Fine. Okay. So what I'll do is, with the help of note with this, I will. I think this holds good for anything, in fact. So what you can do is, if you're not too familiar or not too conversant with whichever editor you have, you must have installed, but maybe you are not familiar. Go to a particular folder, and you may want to start, let's say new, and let's say text document. Start with a text document. Is that okay? Can you please do that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Index, and instead of that extension dot text, make it dot HTML and press enter. If you press enter, probably it may say the file. If you have changed the file name extension, the file might become unusable. Are you sure you want to change it? Say yes. Yes. So you can see that instead of the text document, you would probably have got a browser symbol, and probably you would get the browser symbol, which is kind of your default browser. You may get IE or Safari, or not Safari, maybe Firefox or Chrome. Okay. Did you guys manage to get something like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If somebody still needs time, please do let me know.
2 more minutes.
Sure.
Sir, in Notepad++, the file is not saving.
It's not saving, is it?
Yes, sir.
Which directory are you trying to save it?
Sir, the save option is not, it's like, it's disabled, sir.
Save option is disabled. Save option is disabled. Is anyone else working with Notepad++?
Is save as option available? Save as option.
The save as option itself is disabled, is it? Is that the case with anyone? Is anyone working with Notepad++?
So I'm
Yes,
working
sir.
with it.
So I'm
File
working with
and
it.
save as.
So there is no problem. So I have the save as it is.
Okay. Anything special you did?
No, nothing, sir.
Nothing.
So
Yeah.
but we save it with an extension .txt, no sir?
No, 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 no. You have to take it out. That's what I mentioned, right? So now let's say, for example, see, just take a look at your screen, okay? So I say new. You see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I am renaming the whole thing.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So the PPT is visible, not the bracket one.
Yes, sir.
You are on PC.
The PPT is visible, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, from the past
sir.
whole time, only the PPT is visible, nothing else.
Yes, sir.
It's only the PPT visible. Oh. Okay, one second.
Sir, in Atom, do we have to save the file as HTML, .html?
I would think so. I would assume that.
Okay, okay,
I
I'll do it.
haven't I haven't used Atom, but
Yes,
try
sir. In
to
Atom,
remove.
we need to file as just .html.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. Please help each other. Uh, sharing a window. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can.
I'm
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes.
switching
Yes,
between
sir.
correct. I'm switching between screens. Now I am in a browser. Now I'm in something else. I am I am in something else now. Yeah.
It's lagging a
Yes, sir,
bit,
but
sir.
there's a
Now
lagging a bit.
I think now it's okay, right?
Yes, sir.
What can you see now?
Folder.
File manager.
Okay. Right. Correct. So now what I did now let me do this again. Okay. So now just take a look at this. So what I did was for those mm, now let's say for example first example dot HTML. Okay, you may get something like this, and your type has to be. It can't stay like a text file. It can't.
Sir, even we can use this notepad for that, no?
be like this. It can't stay like this. It has.
So we can do it even on Notepad, right?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Oh, only on Notepad, you're saying? You can do it on Notepad, yes, definitely. But the extension of the file has to be .html.
Not Notepad. Yes. Only Notepad.
Yeah, only Notepad, yes. You can do it on Notepad. Like this, let me show you. You can do it here. But when you save the file, see to it that you save it as all files, okay? And third example.html, okay? So you save it, now I'll do whatever, okay? Sounds good? I am not audible. Sohan, are you here? Are you audible? Okay, thank you.
No. Suman is saying he is not audible. I am not audible.
Yes. I got that. Correct. I know. Okay, we still have not more than 10 now. 7 minutes to go. Okay. Shall we race ahead a little? Okay, so now let me open the file which I created. Open, where was that file which I created? Parimal, then 20, this one, web samples and index. Yes, here it is. Okay, I don't have anything here now. So the first thing what you need to do is, let's say, doc type, okay, HTML. Okay, now take a look at, we don't have it here in the structure, but
Font size.
sorry,
Increase your font size.
increase my font size, yes. Where the hell is my font size?
So maybe you can try the keyboard shortcut
Control
Control plus plus, huh? Control plus plus, yeah, yes, thank you. Is it okay now? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
much
Yes.
better. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for the tip. Okay, so now let's quickly do some kind of coding to begin with, right? So now HTML, now a little bit of let's write ahead. Okay, so see, this is what I mean by HTML editor. You saw that when I wrote, you saw all these options coming down, right? the possible options. So that is what we mean by HTML editor. So you see, when I do something, this you will probably not get in Notepad. You will not get anything like that. That's the only thing that is there. Otherwise, please do this. So the basic, let's write the basic structure: head and body, and you have a title. As I said, a lot of things are optional, and I will be a little fast here because we haven't done anything. So I will take some kind of just paste some particular sample text. Not from here, maybe. I will take it from here. Just take some sample text from somewhere and just paste it there.
So type lorem ipsum, it will come directly.
Sorry, type what?
Lorem ipsum.
Yeah, lorem. I think that happens in Sublime. I'm not too sure it happens here. I'll just give it another shot though. I did try that. I did try that. I did try LOREM, right? And a tab, but it's not working. It doesn't work in brackets, I suppose. Maybe in Sublime Text it works. So otherwise, you get those that random thing is generated, correct? Those random garbage is generated.
Yes, sir. That paragraph.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So please, this is what I did. See to it that most of you have this. Just some garbage, garbage. You just type it, and I'll get rid of this emphasize for the moment so that we can save it for later. Okay. Okay. And okay. Did everybody finish this part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just quickly run it. I'll just run this. I can run it here as well, or I can go to that particular folder also and run it. No issues. Yes. Anybody had any? Nothing. Nothing is happening.
Sir, maybe try saving the file and then opening it again.
Oh,
Yes,
have I
save
saved
and
it?
refresh.
Maybe I had not saved only. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay. So you can do it this way, wherein you can run it from the HTML editor, or with the web samples index.html. Open with any. You can open with any browser you would like. I'll open it with Chrome. Okay, so that is that. So adding to that, let's do something. Let's say So we have heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody's aware of that, right? So which is the which would probably give you the biggest one, 1 or 6?
H1.
H1, correct?
H1.
Very nice.
H1.
Very good. H4. Okay, I'll stop at H4. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Save, and let's draw a horizontal rule. Okay, and how about a break? This brackets doesn't seem to have a control FA or FS. I mean, FS doesn't seem to save it. I don't know. I seem to need to go here. Okay, so what I'll do is I can do a live preview here as well. Let me do it here. Okay, so here you can see that something has happened. And let me emphasize this maybe. And let's put these brackets copy in here. And again, save it, and then maybe let's do a live preview here. Okay.
Sir, close the already existing live preview and try it again.
Oh, okay. I already have a live preview. Fine. Oh no, it did work. No.
You can refresh it, sir. Direct refresh it.
Yeah, it did.
Refresh the page again.
Another tab did open, in fact. Another tab did open. See that? Yeah. So you can see that this bracket was emphasized. Okay. So that is, I think we have reached. It's the end of class. I had planned to do a lot more, but kind of went slow. Okay. Has everybody been able to reach till here?
Yes.
Yeah. Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts up to this point, please? We can, of course, we can always continue next time. Yes. Anybody?
What is that BR tag and HR?
BR is break, wherein it just if you can see here, you can see here that there is a break. There's nothing happened. Otherwise, there's probably this bracket. This one, it would have started here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would have started here. And HR is horizontal rule. Rule as in this line. This line.
Oh, okay.
Just to create some kind of a distinction between blocks.
And P is for paragraph, right?
P is for paragraph. That's correct. P is for paragraph. Yes. And please make sure to see to it that the most important thing that I always stress all the time is about indentation. Okay. So whenever there is nesting of tags, you can see that this particular this head is like a tag. See to it that your head is not here. It's here. Okay. And it ends in the same column. Then this is at the same level. And this I emphasize even when we do some kind of a programming language like loops and if statements, multiple expressions, multiple statements. See to it that it's always has indentation. let's say, for example, you have something like this. Your for loop has, let's say, something like this. It should begin. It should begin here, and it should begin here, and the contents of the for loop has to begin here. This is what we mean by indentation. And the next, so that it becomes very easy to debug. Otherwise, it's considered. Get into this particular habit right now itself, because once you get into the industry and all that, they would definitely expect you guys to code in this way, right? So now, if something, so we always know that this and this is at one level. See to it that, okay, and try to put your braces here. Some do put it like this, which is also okay in a way, but this also is fine. Okay, and the body should always start with a tab, with this tab, and so that the next one has to start here. Let's not try to, that's why, that's how you can see this. It's very, very easily readable, and very easy. That means to say, when it becomes readable, it means it's debuggable. It's easily debuggable. If it's not, then if the whole code looks very, very messy, and it becomes, once the program goes a little big, it becomes too difficult to find out bugs and errors. You would have done the program perfectly well, but due to some error here and there, just because of some typo and not a good indentation. This is indentation, right? So see to it that you always practice this, be it HTML or C or Java or any other programming language. Okay. So with that, I would like to conclude this particular session. And though, as far as your program, this is concerned, please leave where is that chat window? Is everybody still here?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
In your chat window, right? In your chat, yeah. Just leave your USN so that I will know that you have attended the class. Okay, because I don't have a quiz here. Yeah, just like that. Leave the whole USN, not like 120 or 180 or like that. Please see to it that your whole USN is marked. Okay, and you can exit. Thanks so much for joining. I hope you learned quite a bit.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank you,
thanks a
sir.
lot.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Thank you,
thanks.
sir.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. No joining now on. Okay.